THCa flower. Does it get you high? I still see this debate frequently, so I wanted to do my part to put it to rest. In 2018, the Farm Bill got passed, which allowed all sorts of hemp to be sold federally legally. In the bill, they described hemp as cannabis flower that contains less than 0.3% THC, not realizing one important factor. Even high THC flower actually contains very little THC and a lot of THCa. The metric we've all known as THC percent for the past several decades has actually been a two-part formula all along, so let's take a look at that. You go to a California dispensary and grab some flower that's listed as 22% THC. That 22% THC is actually referencing something called total THC, which is THC plus THCa times 0.877. That exact same flower that you got at the dispensary could also be labeled as 24.28% THCa with 0.08% THC. Even though they're the exact same flower, with the exact same terpenes and the exact same effects, grown the same way, one is federally legal and one is only legal in cannabis legal states. This is the basis of how the Farm Bill basically legalized regular weed nationwide. The total THC is how much THC the flower contains after it's been decarbed, which means heated, either by a heat source like an oven or using your lighter when you smoke it. That's why the THCa is multiplied by 0.0877, because the decarb process doesn't quite convert 100% of that THCa to THC. Here's an easy way to explain this to experienced stoners. Have you ever tried to get high by just eating a few nugs right out of your bag? If you have, you know that doesn't work. When people make weed brownies, the first step is throwing the flower into the oven to decarb it. This is the process of converting the natural THCa, which your body cannot absorb, into THC, which your body can absorb. Anyone who's made edibles before knows this process is necessary, and this alone should prove that THCa flower is no different than any dispensary or black market flower you've ever had. No natural cannabis flower actually contains much more than 1% THC, and a huge amount of the flower in legal state dispensaries can legally be classified as hemp if it just had a different label on it. Sometimes dispensaries even label the products showing the THCa levels these days. Yes, there's a fair amount of flower that does contain higher than the 0.03% THC, but not much higher than that, and the difference is negligible at best. Now, some of you may be thinking, but I tried it and it wasn't good. That could be due to any number of reasons, but you probably just need to try a better source. While plenty of real, natural, potent flower is being sold through this market, one downfall remains. There is no regulation on this side of the market. This means that any smoke shop owner can sell you the cheapest, weakest product he could find and still call it THCa. Plenty of people buy garbage products like those and walk away thinking that THCa as a whole is a scam. And I would too, if that was my only experience with this market. To find the good stuff, you need to use reputable vendors like Lit Farms. If you're curious about them, check out my channel. I have plenty of videos and reviews showing off tons of their flower. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions on this, and thanks for watching. I hope this helps someone learn about this beautiful loophole, because it changed my life, and I hope it helps you in yours.